Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another video. I wanted to talk to you about another blind buy that I did and which has come through very well. Surprisingly, it's turned out to be one of my absolutely brilliant summer purchases. Now, you know that I don't like to do blind buys. Doesn't matter how expensive or how inexpensive the fragrance is, but I just couldn't find a sample of this one like a video I did a few weeks ago. So I thought, let me see what happens, because my confidence is growing day by day. So the story is, I was looking for a nice summer fragrance with a lot of projection, and I wanted the fragrance to have a sort of an aquatic woody quality. That's the kind of freshie I don't have much of in my collection. So I started looking for it, and I was reading around, watching reviews and trying to make up my mind. And I'll tell you what the fragrance inspiration was. So I don't believe in clones that much. I've got a few clones in my collection, but most of them are not clones, they're inspirations. So I was looking for something in the ballpark of Louis Vuitton's Imagination. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Louis Vuitton Imagination. I've reviewed Imagination. It is one of a kind fragrance. It has incredible citrus up top, and it pairs that citrus with, some amazing spices like cinnamon, and then it has a brilliant sort of a resinous, smoky, woody, ambery, birchy base. And all these different facets work together somehow to create one of the most sensational scent signatures. So, Louis Vuitton's Imagination, when I reviewed it, I said I would definitely have this in my collection. It is a bit cost prohibitive, it's a bit expensive for a freshie, but it has serious performance, and it smells absolutely amazing. And the thing is, Imagination has been done by one of my absolute favorite parfumers, Jacques Cavalier Belletrude. And just to give you an example, this is a discontinued fragrance. It is Aquamara by Bulgari, and this is Jacques Cavalier's work. And the most amazing thing about this fragrance is, wow, this niche quality fragrance is now discontinued, sadly. Wow, I've reviewed this fragrance. You spray this and you see what Jacques Cavalier does. It's an aquatic fragrance. And Amara, I believe, is bitter water. Wow. You smell this fragrance. It's got this outstanding note of mandarin orange, and it's paired with aquatic notes and sour notes, sour fruity notes. And the base has this magical olibanum and patchouli. It is incredible, the contrast, and only Jacques Cavalier could have done that, and he repeated that feat with Imagination. And there's this tea note here, which I'm a massive fan of. I think it's Chinese black tea, which has been combined with ambroxan. It's an incredible fragrance, Imagination. So I thought, let me pull the trigger on this one, this inspiration, because there are many clones of Imagination. So I kept researching, and I said, okay, let me try. What's the worst that can happen? So I pulled the trigger on this. This is a brand I have no experience with. It's Zemaya, and the fragrance name, it's a strange sort of packaging, if you like. It's called Massage in the front, and in the back it's called Infused. So the whole name of the fragrance is Zemaya Massage Infused, and this is how it comes out. Now, there are many clones of this fragrance, and there's one that I was quite interested in, and it's from a house that I've got some experience with, which is French Avenue, and the fragrance, I believe, is Le Blanc. I'll put a picture up. I was very keen on that because I really like the tea note. Oh, I like Amara. I wish they bring this out. They bring this back. It's an incredible summer fragrance. If you can lay your hands on Amara, please do, and watch my full review. I did it last year. It's a stunner. So, anyways, so I like the tea note, and I like the soapy quality of the fragrance, and I also like the ambery, warm, birchy sort of a quality of imagination. So I was keen on this, and I thought, okay, let me try. Never tried it before. This is the most expensive one, and when it arrived, I looked at. It's a really snug fit. I looked at the packaging and I thought it doesn't match the packaging that I'm used to from French Avenue and Fragrance World and stuff like that. The packaging is much better. Zamaya looks cheap, as you can see. It's a glass bottle. It's a heavy glass bottle with a plastic cap. Presentation is absolutely nothing as compared to what you get with the other brands. So I sprayed it and I was immediately disappointed. Immediately. I thought to myself, why on earth did I bother? I left it for a month. And this has been sitting in my collection for over 6 weeks now. And on a hot day, I brought this out and I sprayed it. And I was like, really? So it has completely transformed from the first spray. And I've used it now 4 or 5 times on hot days. And now this is the first time I'm spraying it nighttime. And I get a very strong ginger and neroli and sort of a clean sheet smell. But I leave it for about half an hour to 45 minutes, even 1 hour. And it gets that beautiful smell of citruses, aquatic notes, spicy notes, ambery, sweetness, smokiness. It brings out all those facets that are there in Louis Vuitton's imagination. I wouldn't call it a clone. It is an inspiration and it cannot match imagination. Let's be very, very truthful. Imagination is a £350 fragrance, and even if it wasn't, imagination is a work of art. Really very, very hard to replicate. The contrasts are mind-boggling. The citron fruit, the mandarin mixed with the smoky tea is an incredible choice of notes. Imagination is just next level. But the moment this dries down, it'll surprise you with how beautiful this fragrance is. It brings in all those contrasts. It plays out this. The soapiness is too much in this fragrance initially, but when it brings out the neroli, the ginger, and the citron fruit, and the sweetness of mandarin, and this, I'm getting the spicy qualities of cinnamon mixed with some sort of ambroxan-like note. And when those things start to play out on your skin after about a few minutes, then you realize that this fragrance, after all, isn't too bad. So this blind buy has really surprised me. It's a real banger of a fragrance. It has to be warm. And if it's muggy, it smells even better. You know the kind of weather you get before it's about to rain, and it doesn't rain, and it's really overcast and sticky. That's when this soapy quality and the neroli and the dryness of the woods plays out beautifully. This is a really good fragrance. But don't buy it if you're looking for a clone of imagination. In fact, I've given up on the idea because I think imagination is far too good to be able to clone. It's a work of a master. I mean, having said that, if somebody clones Aqua Amara, I'll be very interested, because this has the same kind of complexity and contrast that I found so inviting in imagination. Imagination is a mind-boggling fragrance. You must have it in your collection if you can afford to. And if you can't or don't want to, like me at the moment, I thought, let me try this. And I was truly very impressed. I want this to macerate for another 1 month or so. The weather is already warm. It's sunny and bright. The weather is only going to get warmer. And what I want to do is I want this to settle down a bit, macerate a bit, and see what I get and then I'll do a full review. And if I'm impressed by what I see in 1.5 months' time, I might even do a comparison video. I think that will be worth it with Imagination, because this is touted as a clone of Imagination, which it isn't. But if you visit Fragrantica, you'll see most people upvote when they say, oh, this is a clone of Imagination. It isn't. It's too soapy and too basic to be a clone of Imagination. But on its own, this is a terrific fragrance. For £30, you're getting brilliant performance. It smells amazing. The contrasts are there. The notes are there. It comes across as something that would be worth much, much more than £30. And since this is my first experience with Zemaya, I have to say I'm not displeased. I'm not disappointed. Initially I was, but leave alone the packaging, which is quite basic. You smell the fragrance and the performance and how it's been put together. This is a good fragrance. I'd pay 3 times if I did a blind test and somebody asked me, how much would you pay for this? I would say about £100, 100 ml. So £1 an ml. So this is worth at least 3 times its price, quite easily. So I was quite satisfied by the fragrance. But if you want to take a clue from me and you want to buy this one, do not buy this if you're looking for a clone of Imagination. But if you're looking for something in the same ballpark, which is aquatic, citrusy, woody, spicy, with sweetness, amberiness, and woodiness, go for it. It's a very good fragrance. With that note of tea just popping up now. The Chinese black tea. I like that combination. And the beautiful thing is you can wear this to any occasion as long as it's warm. So you can wear this daytime, evening time, office, date, friends, outdoors, t-shirt and jeans, anything. It smells very good. It doesn't smell cheap. So I thought I'll just make a video because, I'll take my time to review this one. But if you're like me and looking for something which is in the same ballpark as Imagination, without it being close to Imagination, it has to be truthful. And I believe in that. Then try and sample this if you can. If you can't, then you can pull the trigger. You won't be disappointed. You might be disappointed if you're looking for a clone and you get this and you think, this is not a clone, is it? Then you might be disappointed. So I'm hoping this video proves to be a little bit of a help for you if you're in my shoes. And give me some time, a month and a half or so, and then I'll do a full review and a comparison of this with Imagination, if it comes closer to Imagination any more than it is. Thank you, fellas. And if you do like the video, do give it a like. Take care. Bye-bye.